Hello, gorgeous people. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I thank you so much for being here. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so sorry about last week. Last week was kind of one of those days that, when you have those days and everything goes wrong and you just have to deal with it because life happens. Yep, that's what I had. I had life. Life just happened and it was like, ah! So needless to say, we're here today, though, so that's awesome. And we do have Robert Bruce Scott with us today, which is awesome. And we are actually here at Myrtle Beach, which is awesome. That's why I kind of sat on the balcony and you can hear the waves. When it was lighter, you could see the waves right there. But you can't because it's just too dark. But it is what it is. Needless to say, you can hear them. And every once in a while, you hear a vroom of a car rolled by because, it's Myrtle Beach. And so you have people that like to do things and be crazy. But we have a wonderful room. And tomorrow is me and Samuel's 20th anniversary. So the 3rd, a couple days ago, we renewed our vows. And it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. We had our best friends here and our son. And that's all we really needed, except it was really amazing. We went down to the waterfront and we had created an arch and with all these beautiful things all over it. And everybody at that beach was part of that wedding. And it was so amazing because it touched my heart so much. I felt like I was not going to have anybody there except for our best friends. And there we go. Miss Natalie, thank you. And we ended up having the whole beach there with us. So I'm just saying that it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. So we are here tonight, though, and I'm very excited about tonight. We have some beautiful music coming for you. First, we have Dead Language by the Resounding Maybes. And then we have Salute to David Allen. This is a piece that Samuel and our piper wrote for a friend of ours who passed away. And his name was David Allen. So this is it's a piece that is piper music. You don't get a lot of new piper music, and this is new piper music. I'm just saying. And then we have Miss Rowan's Davis by the Bookends. Some great music coming straight from you to you from the beach, from Myrtle Beach. That's right. We're having a great time here. And you'll get see the relaxing waves in the background. I know it's so nice. It's just so nice. But it is what it is. And I hope that you enjoy the sounds of nature as much as I do tonight, and the sounds of the cars as they drive by. I know it is what it is. So yay for the beach, because sometimes you just need the water. Sometimes you just need the water, and you need to be able to feel the ocean and be able to sit there in the sand and just not go anywhere. But first, let's listen to some music. Here we go.
Social cues, you're tongue-tied and confused. It was love, solitary in the tower of speech, and it's tough. You feel lost in your debate. You find you can conversate, longing to share, but you're lost in blank stares. It was love. Oh, so lonely, lost in anguish. You're just speaking a dead language. There's no time to hesitate. The future dead, dead language. Dead, dead, dead language. Kick off your shoes, but you can't make the rules. It was love. Knocked off your socks, now you feel aftershocks, and it's rough. You found your love didn't last, and now that moment has passed. Longing to save what little that remains of this love. Oh, so lonely, lost in anguish. You're just speaking a dead language. There's no time to hesitate. The future is just what we make. Fluid but gone, talking to yourself. Speaking aloud, talking to yourself. Dead, 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 dead language. Dead, 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 dead language. Dead, 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 dead.
Well, you guys, that is a beautiful tune by the Bookends. And for those who are just starting with us and have never seen this show before, this show is called Celtic Rain Radio Show because I play all kinds of music from all genres, as long as they're small label independent artists. And I play a variety of people all night. And then we get to know one artist or one group each Tuesday night. And we get to highlight 3 of their songs as we listen to all the other beautiful music out there that is sent to me. So yes, I'm at the beach tonight, so you hear the beach sounds in the background. It's a wonderful thing. So you get double pleasure when you watch the show because you get to hear music of all kinds, and you get to hear the music of the artist of the evening. And the artist of the evening tonight is Mr. Robert Bruce Scott. Hello, my dear. How are you? Here, hold on. Let me unmute you because that will be a good thing. How you doing?
I'm recovering. I did have some vocal problems earlier this year that I actually spent 3 months completely silent due to a vocal node, just kind of getting a little rough and out of control. So it will still be there in another 3 months, but I will have to just rebuild my ability to sing around it. And apparently I've been singing around the thing for years. So it's not something that's brand new. It just became inflamed this year.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Well, you obviously have someone who is very, very eager to see you. So Joshua P. Wotella. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. He is very excited to have you on. Wild applause. Bring Robert Bruce Scott on. Yes. So I actually have known you for years and know quite a few of your bandmates. And that's how I got to know you. But I can understand the whole situation with vocal. People don't understand that if you don't take care of your voice, you can lose it. Like, it's not like any other instrument where if you play it hard, it's like, okay, well, there you go. It's actually something that you could actually hurt yourself. And so I say this to my students all the time, dude, make sure you know what you're doing because it could hurt you. Yeah, exactly.
So it's very important to stay in training as a singer. To keep your training up, because I think that what happened with me was that especially during COVID, as a result of that, the number of gigs just dropped through the floor, and I wasn't singing as much, and so I wasn't keeping up with my training. And keeping up with training is just absolutely critical for keeping a healthy voice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I have a lot of students that I teach that have had vocal problems. And they've gone to doctors and then they dealt with it medically. And then they're like, okay, how do I get this back? How do I strengthen this back? And so I've had to be like, okay, well, here's some of the exercises you need to do to get your voice back, to be able to be there. And they want it like right now. And I'm just like,
yeah, it doesn't come right back.
Take time. Yeah.
It's almost time. What one of my voice teachers is telling me is that you really have to start from scratch and relearn, because I probably have as many things to unlearn as I have to relearn.
Yeah. Especially when you get the older students and they have all these things that they've already done in their lives, and you're just like, that's not actually right. So let's change that. And then you have to unlearn a habit that you've had for years and then relearn a habit. And they're like, and people say it takes 21 days to learn a habit. Okay, but it takes at least 21 days to unlearn it. So really you're up for 42 days here. So, give yourself time, right? And you have to recognize it first. So I understand that. So where did your musical journey start with you?
Years ago, I think it was in fourth grade or third grade, I got kicked out of music class because we were told to sing in unison. I realized that I could figure out, I had the harmony, in my ears. So I went ahead and sang the harmony anyway. So I got kicked out of the class. The teacher said, well, the harmony was perfect. It was beautiful. You just disobeyed, and for being disobedient, we're going to have you out in the hall. But that was when I learned that I had a good ear for harmony and a good voice.
Yeah.
And so I started performing on stage with various musicals. I think that the first time I was on stage, I was like 11 or 12 in Sound of Music. And I did that quite a bit through my education. But when I was 14, I was invited to join a rock band. And so I started singing with them, largely because the lead guitarist wanted to do Boston, and I was the one person who had the range to sing it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I'm still recovering, I still have that range.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a pretty high range.
Yeah, that's a very high range. And if you're not using that falsetto right, man, then you get to have that pretty sound, but at the same time, you got to.
That's actually the safer part of my range. The dangerous part of my range is a little bit lower, and where you really damage yourself as a singer is when you're speaking, and especially as Americans, because we tend to speak way down in here, and we pitch our voice low, and we kind of collapse all of this stuff. So as a singer, it's important that when you're singing or when you're speaking, that you maintain that stage voice, maintain the mask, and you continue to produce sound in the right place, because you're going to hurt yourself speaking more often than you're going to hurt yourself singing.
Absolutely. I tell a lot of my students, and I say, if you're going to be going to an event, I don't care what it is, and you're going to be screaming, like you're going to be like screaming for a band or some kind of athletic situation, I say, sing it. Don't scream it. Sing it, because it's just as loud. It's going to carry better, and you're not going to hurt yourself every time. We got some comments here. Joe says, I'm digging the background and the outfit, Rebecca. Thank you. I'm at Myrtle Beach, so yay. It's just a beautiful thing. And then we have Joshua says, even Zen master in every martial art movie, you must unlearn what you have learned. Absolutely. Exactly. It's the unlearning, man. That's the stuff. And that's why if you can get them young, you don't have as much to unlearn. Yeah.
Well, what I've been doing this year, since I've been unable to really rely on my voice, is I've been relying more on my instrumental ability. I'm also a good lead guitarist and a good keyboardist, and fairly good mandolinist. So I play with several different ensembles. So I've just been sitting in with different ensembles, and really focusing more on lead guitar.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, and sometimes those times where you're like, okay, well, I can't do what I normally do, but I can now start focusing a little bit more on this. Those times tend to be the times in life where you can start learning more about yourself and being like, okay, I was relying on this as part of my personality for so long, but now it's gone for a minute. And now I can pick something else up and form it into me even more. I think that's beautiful. How is it how has the process been for you of losing the ability to even speak?
That was really a very difficult thing. My wife hated it. I got myself a tablet, and it had a female voice, which just made everybody laugh because they're used to my voice, and so all of a
Yeah.
sudden here I am typing something in, and and Alexa says, which especially if I got frustrated and I started cursing through it,
Oh, good
then that
Lord.
really made people laugh a lot. Hearing Alexa cuss like a sailor. So,
That is funny. That's funny. So you have quite a few instruments behind you. Tell me about what's behind you.
well, this is my Celtic harp. It's a 32 string Witcher harp, actually, which I just
Nice.
lucked into in a used instrument store in Oklahoma City before the turn of the century, and I've used it on a lot of my albums. I also have a Taylor 12-string guitar back here that more or less a gift from a friend who
Nice.
basically said, this is a guitar that I could never afford. And he said, well, I'd rather see you playing it, partly because I'm a progressive rock musician,
Hmm.
and there is no instrument that is more closely associated with progressive rock than the 12 string
True.
acoustic. Uh,
Very true.
Also, have a mandolin behind me because I'm the lead singer and mandolinist for Il Troubadoura, which will be next year will be our 20th anniversary.
Wow, that's
Um,
wonderful.
and then there's this massive stack of keyboards back here. I have 7 keyboards that I use, and when I play my solo programs with keyboards, I'll have a guitar on and I'll be playing the keyboards. And as far as I'm concerned, it's all one instrument.
Yeah.
It's 7 different keyboards and a guitar, but it's all one instrument, so I can get different keyboards sounding, and they keep doing whatever I trigger on them to do, or I'll play a note, and they'll keep playing until I hit a switch to get it to stop playing that note while I'm doing things on the keyboards. And so we'll have an example of that's a program that I call the keyboard program. It's one of my
Hmm.
3 solo programs, and it's the most technologically involved because I'm singing and I'm playing this big pile of instruments. But as I
Wow.
said, to me, it's just one instrument.
Wow, that's wonderful. Well, we did have one question, and then we're going to talk about the song that's coming up. But we had a question from Josh. Question for Robert: is DR Jar considered a finished project?
Dr. Jar hasn't performed anything in quite some time. I doubt that we'll be coming out and doing the songs from the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is something that I used my massive stack of keyboards to help create all of that progressive rock that was in those movies. But Joel, who's one of the J's in Dr. Jar, or who's the J in Dr. Jar, um, wants to do a new Dr. Jar album. And
Oh,
so
nice.
he's trying to pull us back together to write some new material. We've got 3 Dr. Jar albums
Nice.
that were recorded with Ron Fife on the drums. And
Ron is one of my best friends. Yes.
yeah, Ron's wonderful, but he decided that it was one project too many, and so we recruited another R to take his place, Rick Ritter. So Rick Ritter is the kind of the new drummer in Dr. Jar. So technically, we don't have any gigs on the map, but there could be an album project in the offing.
Nice. Well, one of those instruments behind you, the harp, you told me is in the song we're going to be playing next called Garden Pond. Tell me about Garden Pond.
Garden Pond is a song that I wrote. I like writing songs in several different languages, and Garden Pond is in 4 languages. It's in
Wow.
Portuguese, Greek, Italian, and English. and it's designed after Mediterranean love poetry, in which the man entices the woman because he has a very nice garden. And so he's inviting her to come in and see how wealthy he is and how well he takes care of his garden, as a kind of like the bird building the nest sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so the lyrics, in different ways, extol how beautiful the garden is and how beautiful it is to spend time in this garden. It has a beautiful pond. The birds are singing in the morning. So you'll hear that idea tossed around in different languages. It starts in Portuguese, then there's a section in Greek, then there's a section in Italian, and the English is kind of scattered through. And I wanted it to feel kind of like I was casting a spell, in that you don't understand the song unless you speak all these languages. You don't understand the song, and yet here comes some English into it, and you realize that you do understand bits of it. And so as the song progresses, at least for people who are monoglottic English speakers, it starts out as something alien, and yet bits of something familiar start to filter in.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, we're going to play that and have a little bit of dancing fun time. And so I'll bring you back in just a second, all right?
All right.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, we are going to listen to Garden Pond by Mr. Robert Bruce Scott. It's going to be amazing. And then we have Hanged Man by Velvet Hammer. And then we have Drop Dead by Cynics 4. Some great music coming your way. You guys ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, hello, Rebecca. Things are happening. Now here we go.
Vennete allo stanno del
gone, she's gone. Drop dead, drop dead, drop dead, drop dead.
Well, there you go. You can't follow. It's just the way it is. I know. It's hilarious. Some amazing music. I have great music. You guys send me the best music ever. So I just have to say that is why I have such amazing music, is because I have such amazing artists that send me wonderful music. So thank you. Right, coming live from Myrtle Beach. That's right. I'm at Myrtle Beach tonight. Needless to say, if you have music to send me, all you have to do is send it to Celtic Rain 777. There should be another 7 on there. What's wrong with this? 777 at gmail.com. That's Celtic Rain 777 at gmail.com. That's right. And all you have to do is be a small label or independent artist, and it needs to be family friendly, meaning please no cursing. Don't make fun of people. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And if you are not watching from, I really do. You really do. What do I really do? What do I do? Tell me what I do. Anyways, needless to say, if you are not watching from YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. And you can subscribe, and it's like magic. If you push that little button, it's amazing. You know exactly when I'm going to be on. It's amazing. Yes. Oh, is it that I have good music? Yes, that's right, because I have the best music. I do. I have the best music ever because you guys send me the best music ever. I'm just saying, the best music ever. Well, we're going to listen to some more amazing music right now. We're going to listen to The Rabbit Hole by The Labyrinth. The Doors in the Labyrinth. Sorry, my fault. And then we're going to listen to 100 Pipers by Celtic Rain. That's my group. I'm going to get Samuel on here to sing that for you. And then we've got Loudy by the Silky Girls. Some, again, amazing music just for you. I know, coming straight from the beach, people. I'm at the beach. I am not wearing shoes most of the time. It's too pretty to wear shoes out here. I'm just saying. It's just too pretty. It's too pretty, people. It's too pretty. Here's some great music.
Places where the walls are thin
100 pipers and with 100 pipers and we'll up and give 'em a blaw, with 100 pipers and it's o'er the border a wah, it's o'er the border a wah. We'll march to Carlisle with its yetts and its castles and with 100 pipers and with 100 pipers and we'll up and give 'em a blaw, with 100 pipers and oh, our soldier lads looked braw, with their tartans and kilts and with their bonnets and feathers and glittering gear and pale brick sound and sweet and clear. Well, they are returned to their Indy Glen, well, they are returned, our hailing men, second sighted sand, they looked full way, and mothers grat when they marched away. The ask was swollen, sae red, sae deep, but to show that the brave lads keep, 2,000 swam o'er the English ground and danced themselves dry to the pale brick sound. Dumbfounded the English they saw, dumbfounded they heard the blow, dumbfounded they ran a wah, from the 100 pipers and with 100 pipers and with 100 pipers and we'll up and give 'em a blaw, with 100 pipers and with 100 pipers and with 100 pipers and we'll up and give 'em a blaw, with 100 pipers and
Lordy, Lordy, please help me sleep. I've been tired for far too long, far too long. Lordy, Lordy. Too long, Lordy.
Gotta love some Selkie girls, I'm just saying. And yes, but now we do have Mr. Robert Bruce Scott back with us. Hey, 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 how you doing?
All right. It's
You
just
enjoying
great
yourself
music.
tonight?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. So now that what do you do? Do you just do music, or what else do you do with your life?
No, I actually have to work for a living. I work with contracts and prepare contracts for signature and make sure that they follow all the legal requirements. So
Yeah.
it's far less interesting than it sounds, and it doesn't sound all that interesting. But
Well, you know,
it does pay the mortgage.
that as a musician, sometimes you just need the things that pay the bills so that you can do the things that you love the most, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
It supports my music addiction.
There, exactly, exactly. Well, Copeland was an insurance salesman for a reason, because he needed to be able to provide for his for his music addiction. So it was what it was, right? So exactly. So when you're writing music, what is your process of writing music?
There are a variety of processes. I've written somewhere on the neighborhood of 300 songs over the years. Um, one of the processes is simply that I remember my dream in very vivid detail, and songs literally the chorus of a song will come to me in a dream, and
Mm,
so I'll remember that when I wake up, and then I'll write the rest of the song around the part that I dreamed. I've got several songs that are that way. Um, another way of writing songs is simply just playing around with the instrument, and then suddenly I notice that I've got something, and the lyrics just come after the instrumental section. They just kind of follow it. Um, Recently, the most recent songs that I've been writing are a set of songs that I call bardic spells, and these are songs that I've got four of them up on my YouTube channel right now. They're written around the mandolin, and the idea came to me. I used to be a dungeon master way back in the 20th century, and uh, so one of the concepts of the bard was that the bard would change people's behavior by what he's saying. And so
absolutely.
I made these very simple songs that are designed to change people's behavior. So one of them is like "Run for Your Life," which is to get people to run away. Another one would be "Ignore Us," to get people to ignore the bard and his companions. Another one is "Trust Me," so no matter how ridiculous something I say is, you'll trust that it's true. Another one that I wrote is "Let's You and Him Fight," which is to get somebody who's wanting to fight me to instead want to fight somebody else.
That's
So
beautiful.
this is kind of a series of little songs like that will eventually be gathered into a collection of bardic spells.
Well, from one dungeon master to another, that's beautiful. I actually I actually am one of the dungeon masters for our home game. Me, my husband, and my son take turns being DM, and I actually I was a dungeon master for Gen Con for fourth edition games, because I know people don't like fourth edition, but I am a huge fan of it, and so at least once a year at Gen Con I get to run a fourth edition game, and the rest of them are fifth, and there you go. But needless to say, yes, so my husband plays a bard a lot, of course, which is hilarious because he is technically a bard in real life. And he's the annoying bard that the DM just wants to kill. Yeah. So he actually would love your songs. That was
Well, as I
we now
said,
have to
there's
learn them.
those four are up on the YouTube channel, and which is robertbrucescott.com is my website, and on YouTube I'm Robert Bruce Scott, and on Facebook I'm Robert Bruce Scott. So I'm not difficult to find.
No,
Um, but
no.
yeah, and the name Robert Bruce Scott, when my parents named me that, there was a lot of side discussions of, well, that's a rather ethnic name, isn't it? But it actually makes it very easy for people to remember if you just think of
Very.
Robert Bruce from Scotland.
Yes,
It makes my name
exactly.
very easy.
Well, we have a question from Joshua. Robert, do you read the Order of the Stick? There's a bard with mandolin in that.
Looks like I'm going to have to. I've not heard of it before.
I know.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look that up.
That's amazing. Well, we do have another song from you called Virtual. Tell me about this song.
This it's a rare songwriting thing for me when I come up with lyrics first, and then write the music and the melody. We'll write those things later. The song "Virtual" is one of those songs where I wrote the lyrics first, and it appears on my second album, my second solo album, which I recorded in 2003. Right before I moved from Oklahoma to Indianapolis, and I play all the instruments on it. It's actually only 3 instruments, and they sound like more, but it's just organ, electric guitar, and drums. So it's a song of its time, which is around the turn of the century, but I think it's still relevant today with the lyrics.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we're going to listen to Virtual, a few more songs, have a little bit of fun. Sounds good. All right, here we go, guys. We are going to listen to Virtual by Robert Bruce Scott. Then we have Thirst Casualty Theme from Mad Scientist Club. And then we have So Pretty in Black by the Chris Woods Band. Some amazing music. I'm telling you, best music ever is on the Celtic Rain Radio Show. Thank you very much. There we go.
Warping through the maze of circuitry and gigabytes, I want to get virtual. Talking the technology, getting the proper hardware, stealing the proper software, hitching the superhighway. I want to get virtual, a virtual man with a virtual address. I'll get virtual letters from my virtual friends. Find virtual problems for virtual solutions. It's virtual work for virtual wages. It's a virtual world out there and I want in. And the adventures and the games and the pornography and the income and the lifestyle, tax accountability, all come with virtual. A virtual man with a virtual address. I get virtual letters from my virtual friends. Find virtual solutions for virtual problems. It's virtual work for virtual wages. It's a virtual world out there if you can get it. Virtual people with virtual
won't take it back. You're so pretty and black. How soon is now? How soon you give yourself away? It often comes to you in the weirdest sort of way. Love can bite you, it can stain your memory. Your memory. People come and people go. You have to know, I know you know. You're so pretty and black. I won't take it back. You're so pretty and black. So pretty and black. Don't you know you're the only one? The only one. Pretty and black. Shooby dooby dooby. Pretty and black, and that's a fact. Summer days, dooby dooby dooby, that you don't want to end. You don't want to end. I'm free just like the sea, blowing in the wind. Pretty and black, you're so pretty and black. I won't take it back. You're so pretty and black. So pretty and black. So pretty
Got a little beach vibe there, just a little bit of beach vibe. We do have Mr. Robert Bruce Scott back. So, hello, my dear. How are you? Are you having fun?
Oh yeah, just enjoying this music. It's a lot of fun. Of course, musicians react differently to hearing new music than maybe normal people do. Immediately I'm sitting there saying, "Okay, well that's this chord pattern," and
I,
so I'm kind of having fun playing along a little bit.
I sit back and I normally have all these different instruments that I play with, but I'm at the beach, so I only have like my husband's guitar, and I'm like, I'm figuring out the chords and figuring out what's going on next, and I bet she's gonna go to this chord next. Yep, went to that chord. Good job. Yep, or this one would be good too. Throw a little seventh in there. So tell me, what are you working on now? What's coming up next for you?
I'm playing lead guitar and keyboard for a band called Tilt-A-Squirrel. They were a bluegrass band until they brought me in, and now we are bluegrass metal fusion, which think is they were rather surprised because they were thinking, we're going to play this bluegrass music with acoustic instruments, and then they brought me in, and I brought in an electric guitar and a fairly advanced synthesizer. And they were wondering, well, how's this going to fit with our music? And now they're really pleased with it. So,
nice.
And we've brought in some of my original tunes as well. We'll be performing at Rocky Ripple Festival at the end of September. So that's the last Saturday in September. And I think we're supposed on stage around 1:00. So that's the next performance I've got on the book.
That's wonderful. And people can find you at robertbrucescott.com. So if you guys are looking to find out what he's doing, you can go to robertbrucescott.com and you'll be able to find him. That's RobertBrucescott.com. And it's all one word. Just put it all stinking together and you'll be good to go. And you can find him there and find his music there. And so everything's kind of one big hub for him. So that's wonderful.
I'm also available as a session musician. I'm very good bass guitarist, and as well as lead guitarist and keyboardist, and of course the harp, which is an instrument that you don't have a lot of people play. So if you're interested in getting some of those sounds into one of your projects, then I'm a good person to reach out to as well.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, I love the harp. The harp is a beautiful instrument, and it's got so many strings. You just have to. It's just like knowing which one to pick.
It does take a while to tune the thing, and
Oh my gosh.
people will wonder. This is actually an important tool when I'm tuning the harp, and people will wonder why I'm beating on it with a hammer, because these pegs come loose, and every once in a while I have to bang them back into the harp so they'll stick properly, so I can tune the thing.
That's amazing. Yeah, Samuel plays the lute, and it takes a half an hour for him to tune that stupid thing up. And then we'll walk around Ren Fair, and then he'll be like, I'll be right back. I'm like, yeah, no, you'll be back in 30 minutes, because he's going to go tune again. And then we'll play, and we'll walk around, and he'll be, I'll be right back. I'm like, yeah, I got a 30-minute break. Got it. I understand.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's amazing to me. Cracks me up every time. Well, we do have another song that we're going to play of yours called The Big Day. Tell me about that one.
The Big Day is part of my keyboard project where, and it is a song that I perform live solo. So what you hear on my 2017 album, The Big Day, the song is actually exactly the way that it sounds when I perform it. And it's designed that way so that I talked earlier about the concept of playing 7 keyboards and a guitar all as one instrument. Mm-hmm. And that's the song in which that concept comes forward. It's very much progressive rock. And the lyrics, I've learned over the years that I really shouldn't explain my lyrics, especially when they're progressive rock lyrics, because they may mean different things to different people. So I know what I was thinking about when I wrote it, but it's always interesting to hear how other people interact with my lyrics.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to listen to that, play a few more songs, and then the show has ended for the evening. But we do a little bit more dancing, a little bit more playing, we do a little bit more of everything. Here we go, guys. All right. So we do have The Big Day by Robert Bruce Scott. And then we have Undecided by Robin James. And then we have Satellite by Old Gods. And last but not least, in Ren Fair season, it's called Leaking by Captain Fittis McBoyley. He's a hilarious guy from I think he's from the Netherlands. It's kind of ridiculous, hilarious. He's adorable. Anyways, some great music and some funny stuff as well coming your way right here, right now. Here we go.
can find it. In a rainbow to your command, you cannot unwind it. Sonic symphony, human hearts entwining, a ritual of atmosphere, Mother Nature's triumph. All for the big day. All for the big day. Race the sun fast in the wind, even you can sign it. Bend the cloud to your demands with a single finding. Sonic symphony, colored sound oasis, a little dash of magic breeze, Mother Nature's graces. Oh, Father, big day. Oh, for the big day. She's a bit of a star, a bit of a galaxy, ripped from the heart of Mother Nature's factory. That starlight in her eyes, recognize it. You've been off a bit too far to go on the big day. It's not your world anymore. Ignore the music, she dances. You're all about dresses and big preparations. All for the big day. All for the big day. All for the big day. Catch the sunlight in your hands, even you can find it. In the rainbow to your command, you cannot unwind it. Sonic symphony, human hearts entwining, a ritual of atmosphere, Mother Nature's triumph. Oh, Father, big day. Oh, for the big day. Race the sun fast in the wind, even you can sign it. Bend the cloud to your demands with a single finding. Sonic symphony, colored sound oasis, a little dash of magic breeze, Mother Nature's graces. Oh, for the And when that day comes, all shall revere. It's a big day. And when that day comes, all shall bow down. It's a big day. And when that day comes, just for a moment, it's a big day. She's a bit of a star, a bit of a galaxy, ripped from the heart of Mother Nature's factory. That's the light in her eyes. Recognize it. You've been off a bit too far to go on the big day. It's not your world anymore. Ignore the wonders she ponders. You're all about eulogies and big preparations, all for the big day. All for the big day. All for the big day. All for the big day.
Give me a lie to believe in. 3 and 1 make 2. All transgressions washed away. My slate is brand new. My one true nature still remains to be seen. For a second or two, the veil lifts, truly calm and serene. I'm on the side. I can't be fighting anyone who might just get a glimpse inside. I'd rather hide. You can't get me over the dice and yes. Lessons reveal themselves every day. Another stone can be turned. Another opportunity to find yourself. An invitation to often spurn. You can chase down the meaning forever. Your thoughts run serpentine. Judge the game, your dues are paid. Your reflections only where you've been. I'm on the side. one true nature still remains to be seen. For a second or two, the veil is truly calm and serene. I'm undecided, I can't confide in anyone who might just get what is inside. I'd rather hide. You can't get me over the dies and gas. I'm undecided, I can't confide in anyone who might just get what is inside. I'd rather hide. You can't get me over the dies and gas. I'm undecided. I'm undecided.
Observed on the day we first met, tracked day by bloody day, stored God knows where. Now we're just a matter of record. Spinning 1,200 miles above our heads. Say what you will, I'm only dreaming. Numbers beyond imagination. Noise random just like smoke. Truth amongst the junk. Patterns matched presumptions made. Spinning 1,200 miles above our heads. Say what you will, I'm only dreaming. Secrets, well, that's not a thing anymore. Watched from the corners and the skies. Now the news rains down. Bright confetti laced with poison. Spinning 1,200 miles above our heads. Say what you will, I'm only dreaming. say what you will, I'm only dreaming. Say what you will, I thought I was dreaming.
Sometimes life seems like just a series of curveballs, and quite frankly, that's the way it's been of late. It seems like everything in my world is leaking, and quite frankly, there's nothing better when you're English than having a blooming good whinge and getting it out of your system. And that is exactly what I intend to do with you right now. Here we go.
I got something I'd like to share with you. Seems my whole world is leaking. Say a problem shared is a problem halved. Don't know if that's true. I guess I'll have to fix it soon. I get up Monday, my roof is leaking. Rain coming down all over the walls, all over the carpets. The floors are swelling. Hell of a mess, I tell you. But luckily, my mate Bob is, ironically, he's a builder. Comes over, has a look, and he says, "Yeah, it's your iron, mate. You've got to fix that. Might have to replace it." And he says, "You know what we'll do? I guess we'll have to fix that. I guess we'll have to fix that. I guess that soon." Gets up Tuesday and you wouldn't believe it, the washing machine starts leaking. Water all over the floor and it's big piles of washing. The wife will not be happy, so fortunately I've got a mate called Stan who's pretty good with things like washing machines. Comes over, has a look, he says, "Yeah, your seals have gone, mate. You know what we'll do? I guess we'll have to fix that soon." I got something I'd like to share with you. Feels my whole world is leaking. A problem shared is a problem halved. Don't know if that's true. I guess I'll have to fix that soon. Of course, then Wednesday I get up, has a look at the car, there's oil all over the driveway. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh dear.
Anyway, gets his mate Alfred, okay, he comes over, has a look, he says, "Yeah, it's your master cylinder. We'll have to fix that, mate." Not cheap, but you know, it's got to be done and that all in the driveway. You know what we'll have to do?
What's that?
I guess we'll have to fix that soon. Anyway, gets to Thursday, yeah, and I had to look outside and the rain's been coming in through the sunroof on the car. Honestly, all over the carpets, all around the wiring, and I love my car, so we'll have to fix that. So fortunately, I've got a friend called Cyril. He comes over, he's a bit of a wizard with windows, has a quick look and he says to me, he says,
What's that?
"I guess we'll have to fix that. I guess we'll have to fix that. I guess we'll have to fix that soon." Anyway, it's Friday today, things are looking pretty good, you know, a bit of washing, ironing, got to change the beds and stuff, but yeah, I can't complain. Oh, hang on, other phone's going. Oh, hang on, 2 seconds, caller. Hello? Sewer company? What do you mean it's blocked? Poo explosion? Yeah, no, I think I better leave. Hang on. Ethel, gotta go. Yeah, crisis. It's a blockage this time, not a leak. I suppose I should be grateful. Yeah, poo explosion. Sounds terrible. Anyway, catch you next week. Love ya. Bye-bye.
Oh, then take care.
Got something I'd like to share with you. Seems my whole world is leaking. To share with you. guess I'll have to fix it. I guess I'll have to fix it. I guess I'll have to fix that soon.
There it goes. Cheers and a race. Well, I guess that'd be good for the garden.
Some fun, Captain. Mr. Captain, man. Gotta love it. Well, you guys, it has been a great, great show. Thank you so much for being on the show with me, Mr. Robert Bruce Scott. It's been amazing. Amazing to get
Yeah, thanks
you
for
in
having me.
here. You're very welcome. Very welcome. It's been awesome. And remember, guys, go to robertbrucescott.com and you'll be able to find anything and everything you want to know about this beautiful musician and man. So please check it out. And yeah, when your new stuff comes out, you let us know. Send it on over. And we'll be able to play all of it for you. Absolutely. It's been a blast tonight, guys. If you are not watching from YouTube, please go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. And you'll be able to subscribe and hit that little subscribe button and that little bell. It'll tell you exactly when we're going to be on. It's like magic, people. If you have music to send me, you can send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com. All you have to do is be a small label or independent artist. And please, family friendly, meaning please, no cursing. And let's not make fun of people. It's just not nice, people. Let's spread wonderful love, not hate. You are listening to the Celtic Rain Radio Show. We say thank you, good night, goodbye, and we love you.
Au revoir.
Bye. Bye.